Should we talk about gold? Way more fun, right?
Yes.
Way more fun.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Estelle. So what's happening?
Lithium's coming back, Matthew. Lithium's coming back.
I know.
It's still there.
It's all about timing. It's all about timing, Chris, as you know. So let's talk about Estelle, because it's very gold frothy, very good gold environment, very frothy environment for gold. So what have you done in the last year since I last spoke to you?
Right. So we really ramped things up from last year. Remember, we had that 2.5 million ounce resource, which was just above and beyond even our expectations. And so based on that, we decided to really ramp things up this year. We brought in a permanent camp, and we've established permanent infrastructure to be able to operate year round there. And we embarked on a 25,000 meter, 48 hole drill program in about April, May this year. And at this stage, we've completed that initial drilling program, but based on what we've encountered, we've added additional drilling. So now we believe we can get up to 40,000 meters drilled this year with 3 rigs operating. And we're now up to about 60 holes that we've drilled. So it's been full steam ahead for us in terms of what we control. We've had a slight bottleneck with the assay turnaround 8 to 10 weeks out. So our initial plan was around this time of the year to, based on that 25,000 meters, to release a global resource. However, the data hasn't all come back yet. And so we decided to release this interim resource, which only includes 16 of the holes. And just based on that, where else can you drill 16 holes and increase your resource inventory by 800,000 ounces? And so that interim resource is 3.3 million ounces, one small step towards our guidance for next year, which is plus 5 million ounces, which will incorporate all the 48 holes plus the additional drilling we're doing. Now, into the foreseeable future, into 2021 and beyond, we expect to be able to drill another 80,000 meters next year. And so we've commenced our PEA here at Estelle with additional metallurgical test work. That's already started. We're in the final throes of signing an agreement with a very reputable engineering firm and financial modelers to take us through to the PEA and beyond to the feasibility study. We plan to release the 2021 about mid 2021, and then go straight into PFS drilling. Then in 2022, we'll be commencing our feasibility study, and in 2023, 2024, we like to have a decision of mind. So we're really on the fast track here on our path to production.
Yeah, you definitely are. I mean, I've no doubt that you want to fast track it. So let me just try and explain to people what you're doing here. So the types of grades you're finding, they're quite low grade across the board, aren't they? I mean, this is a bulk project.
That's right. So relatively lower grades, but remember, these heap leach style operations are some of the most profitable mines in the world. And certainly grade is in the king's court of important aspects of any type of operation. But there's many other things. Recoveries are one. Recoveries. If you look at a heap leach style operation, what our peers here in the Tintina Gold Province produce gold at 55 to 60% recovery. Remember, when you take material that you mine and you have to crush it down to a smaller size fraction, that uses an immense amount of energy. So that's very costly. So even some mines that get, say, 90, 95% recovery, they've spent an extraordinary amount of money to try to crush it down and pulverize it to basically fine dust to get that type of recovery. Whereas if you can have a heap leach operation and take it run of mine, just dig it up, put it on a heap leach pad, you can produce gold at recoveries in the 55 to 60% range as far as our peers go, at an incredible profit. Some of the most profitable mines in the world. These guys are producing at $600 to $800 an ounce gold. And what sets us apart is that on our early stage metallurgical test work, we have 76% recovery already. This is before our current, the results of our current next stage of metallurgical testing has even been completed. And so we only expect that number to go up. That's huge to the bottom line. That's huge to the bottom line. The other thing about these intrusive system, which allows you to produce at such a low cutoff grade in terms of the economics is the ore body geometry. So you're not talking about a narrow vein structure, very narrow vein structure. The ore body geometry is it's like a giant blob, like a big ellipse, like a large zeppelin in the ground. And so when you go and dig it up, your ore loss in your dilution, your waste dilution, it isn't that big of a factor, because when you're mining, the boundary between ore and waste, you don't encounter that. Very small amount of the surface area of the total deposit is actually the ore waste boundary. And so everything you're digging up is basically pay dirt, right? And even where the ore waste is based on a certain cutoff, when you go beyond that, you're not going into complete waste rock. You're just mining a little bit less gold. So it still has gold in it. And so these type of features of the ore body with the intrusive related gold system make these extremely profitable. Remember, we're also on the surface, so the mineralization starts on the surface, open pit style, heap leach operation, as I said, 20, 30-year mine life, and it just makes for just fantastic economics.